All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. Whew. I'm your host, Ramon Preston. Please do me a favor if you're coming on. I want you to hit that like button. I want you to hit that share button. Tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know Prophet Ramon, the squad, we are live in his house on this beautiful day right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Just in case you don't know, guess what? This is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing and we are glad in it. And so if you would be so kind, please, sir, please, ma'am, please, bruh, please, sir, please do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Sound like it's on. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Tag Lolly Dolly everybody. I've got an amazing show for you today. Just in case you've been with Elon Musk on Mars all week long, we have dedicated every show this week, Monday through Friday, to share with you my behind the boardroom secrets on how we consult, coach, and train our clients. And so if you are thinking about becoming a coach, a consultant, a trainer, or maybe you're thinking about hiring a coach, a consultant, and trainer, all this information that I've been sharing with you this week is very advantageous to you. So again, I use a 5-point process for coaching and consulting, all right? I teach this 5-point process to all of my mentees, all of my coaching clients, and I teach it to those that we train for our coaching and consulting certification. And guess what? Even if you don't even have a desire to have a coach or a consultant, even if you don't think at any point in your life you want to be a coach and consultant, whatever the products and services are that you are selling, whatever the products and services are that you're providing, if you can learn to elevate your mindset and skill set to that of a consultant and coach, it's going to make your products and services more valuable, and it's going to give you more value in the marketplace. Now, I'm not going to go through too many examples today because I want to get into the 4th step in this 5-step process. So Monday, we talked about step number one of my 5-point process, which is to assess. So I always recommend that if you're going to have clients, if you're going to have customers, if you're going to have people that you want to be aware of your value proposition, even if it's just products and services that you're selling, figure out the best way to assess them, meaning that you want to see what exactly do they intend to accomplish with or without your products and services. But if you're able to assess that, it makes it easier for you to bring value in your proposition. The second step is to identify. So a lot of times when I am consulting my clients, I want to help them identify with their position. I want to help them identify with the type of structure they need to have for their business. I want to help them identify with what types of business that they need to set up, whether it's a holding company, a division, and a subsidiary. We talked about this Tuesday. Identify. There are some things that you have to identify. Number 3 is develop. So once you identify with the type of structure, with the type of business that this client needs or whatever it is that this client is doing, then you need to develop. We talked about developing a corporate position for that client, developing products, developing services, developing prices, and making sure that it makes sense. Because a lot of people, they have businesses, whether it's a LLC or some other type of corporation, or maybe it's just a network marketing company, and then they go out there into the market and they never make anything happen, okay? So develop is number 3. Yet that was yesterday, right? Today is number 4. We're talking about number 4, and that is integrate. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. So this is the steps that I use. Of course, tomorrow I'll be talking about step 5, and that's execute. So this is what I take a client through. So if you were a part of my mentorship program, or if you joined my coaching program, or you decided to use me as a consultant, one of the first things that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you through my AIDIE process, my AD process. I am going to help assess your personal, your professional, and financial situation. I'm going to help you identify with what type of business structure do you need, and if you have a business structure, is it structured correctly? We're going to reorganize it. We're going to make sure that it's set up the right way so that we can make our branding and our messaging even easier. I'm also going to help you develop. I'm going to help you develop your corporate position, your company purpose, your signature products. I got it sitting here, your product prices, and your perfect client profile. We're going to develop this doggone thing. And then we're going to do what I'm going to talk about today. We're going to integrate the right systems and processes, because once you know what your goals are, you know what you want to accomplish. Once you identify with the right system, the right business infrastructure, once you develop your role in your company, your position, once you develop your company's purpose, you know what your company is supposed to do. Once you develop your signature products and your product prices and your perfect client profile, now you got to figure out, what systems do I need so I can go out there into the market and so I can get that bag. And then tomorrow, Friday, we'll talk about the execution step in our 5-step process. And again, you don't have to be a coach or a consultant. You may not want to be a coach or a consultant, but what I'm telling you is, even if you're the shoe guy, I keep telling you this, you could be the shoe guy or gal, whichever one you want to be, right? Or you can have a certain service that you want to provide, all right? The thing of it is, whether you have products or services that you're providing to the marketplace, you bring value to these products and services when you can position yourself as a consultant. Because if you had some issues finding the right shoe, right? I'm just using shoe as an example. If you had issues finding the right shoe, let's say you got some corns on your toes, your feet toe up from the floor up. Let's just say you don't really know what size your foot is and you just wearing anything that come your way. Well, guess what? Is it more advantageous to you to talk to the shoe guy or to someone who actually specializes not just in shoes, but feet, corns? You get what I'm saying? Now, all of a sudden, you have more value talking to people about feet, corns, and shoes, because you're not just the shoe person. This applies to any industry that you're in. This is why I always talk to my students and clients about positioning yourself correctly, so when you get into the marketplace, you can actually make things happen because your value goes up. So how do you integrate? Integrate. This is a very important step in your business building process, because the A is for assess, the I is for identify, the D is for develop, this I is integrate, and then the E is execute. This is my AD process. The integration part is critical because we've got to figure out how to integrate systems and how to integrate processes in your business. And I say this over and over again, and I don't know if entrepreneurs really understand what I mean when I say this. Your business is a business system. So just because you got your LLC, just because you got a domain name, you know, we get all this stuff, and we got cards, we got cards, we got logos. It don't mean you got a real business, because to have a business means that you have a business system, okay? And in order to have a business system, there are certain systems within that system that you have to integrate into it, so that not only do you have certain systems, operations, but you also have certain processes that complement these systems. So Ramon, if you say I need to integrate systems and processes in my business, but I already got an LLC. All right, you got your LLC. Okay, I already got my domain name. Okay, I already got my cards and my logos, and I got my EIN number. It doesn't mean you making any money. Well, I got a bank account. Well, that doesn't mean you making any money. Because what's going to help support your money-making endeavors as a business is for you to figure out what makes your business work, what makes your business run. Now, I have a lot of different systems that I talk about within my mentorship program, within my Millionaire Blueprint training program. And there are so many different systems that you can use when you're building your business. But there are 4 main systems you have to have in order for your business to not only be successful, but to be sustainable. I consider these 4 systems to be the pillars for business success. So let me give you my 4 systems that I think every business have to have. All right. Number 1, you need a sales system. Number 2, you need a marketing system. Number 3, you need a financial system. And number 4, you need business systems. Now, these business systems can be broad, and I'll get into the details of it. But when I say you need to integrate systems into your LLC, okay? So let's say you got an LLC, right? You got your EIN number, you got your LLC, you got your EIN, and you got your bank account. All right? So just because you have those 3 doesn't mean you have a business system. What it means is you have a good idea on paper that you opened a bank account for. That's all you have. Because all you got is an LLC, an EIN, and a bank account. Maybe you got cards and logos. Maybe you got a domain name. But guess what? Even if you got products and services that you're working on so that you can sell, it doesn't necessarily mean you have a legitimate system. So when you think about your business as it is today, I want you to think about what systems and process do I need to integrate into it? Well, it needs to start with these 4. You need a sales system. So let me give you an example of a sales system. You need a CRM. This is a customer relations management system. Now, most CRMs are going to give you the capabilities of gathering data, meaning that you're going to get people's names, people's numbers, people's email addresses, so that you can have a relationship management ecosystem to communicate with the people who you want to do business with. That's what a sales system is, okay? So let me just kind of go through all of this step by step since I got your attention. So we're talking about integrate. We're talking about integrating systems and processes. So we're going to take it step by step. The first system that I mentioned was what? Sales. So when I say integrating a sales system and a sales process, I'm talking about a CRM. This is a customer relation management software or some type of program that you're using. What is this primarily doing? This is primarily allowing you to gather data on the names and the numbers and the emails, or maybe other contact information of people that you could reach out to. Now, within your CRM, you're going to have things like leads, because this is how your business is going to work. You ain't going to have no business if you ain't got no leads. What is a lead? A lead is somebody who you can talk to and communicate with to lead them to becoming a customer and a client. So you got leads. Some people use, and we used to use them too, prospects, and we still do off the record, because if I have a lead that I communicate with and that lead doesn't buy anything, but that lead shows interest in buying something, that lead can kind of be considered a prospect. But then you go from leads to prospects to clients or customers, whatever it is that you're selling. It could be a customer. Okay, so this is a sales system. I have a sales system. I have some type of platform, some type of software, some type of app, some type of infrastructure, a place where I can take people's names, people's numbers, people's email addresses, people's contact information. I can put it in this system, this sales system, and I can categorize who these people actually are. Most of these people initially are going to be leads, right? They're going to be people that me or my team or all of us are going to start contacting, calling, sending emails to, giving presentations to, giving them discounts and offers, because we want these leads to not necessarily be prospects. We want these leads to become customers and clients. This is a sales system. Now, your sales system needs to be complemented by a sales process. This is like business success 101. So how do I connect a sales process to my sales system? Well, I have a certain sales process that I teach. We have it on courses in our Millionaire Blueprint. We teach it to our clients and our mentees in our Millionaire Mentorship program. But we use a certain sales process because guess what? If I have a lead, a name, a number, and an email address and contact information of somebody who could potentially be a customer or client, and I reach out to them, what if they reach back out to me and say, hey, Ramon, I'm interested in your Millionaire Blueprint? Well, how did they reach out to me? Well, they reached out to me because they may have been a lead, but I still need certain steps that I need to walk them through step by step, in order for that lead to become a client or a customer. They're not going to just become a client or a customer because you got this whole business plan together that you done put together and say, well, I'm going to get 10 people's numbers. I'm going to send them 10 emails. I'm going to send them 15 texts. I'm going to get them 2 free this and 1 half off that. And that's going to cause them to become a customer and a client. It almost never works. So as a professional, I have to integrate the right sales system and complement it with the right sales process so that when I'm able to get in front of people, whether it's through the Ramon Preston Show, whether it's through a free webinar, whether it's from an in-person presentation, whether it's through a phone call, an email, a text, or whatever it is, I have a certain process that I can walk them through. Now, once they become a customer or client, this is another big point. Once they become a customer or client from my sales system and my sales process, now I have data that I can use to document and to duplicate that process over and over again. Does that make sense? This is the game, y'all. So that's the first system. The second system I told you about was marketing. You need a marketing system and you need a marketing process. So what is a marketing system? A marketing system is very similar to a sales system, but the only difference is it is a system that you're using as an infrastructure to develop marketing campaigns, strategies to go into the marketplace to get attention. So a marketing system is about attention. That's what it's about. It's about promotion. That's what marketing systems are about. Marketing systems are about creating campaigns and strategies that get you into the what? The market. That's the key word, market. I need to get into the market. So if my marketing is not getting me into the market, my marketing is not working. So I need a certain system. I need certain infrastructures. I need certain software. What type of marketing systems within the marketing system can I use to get attention, to promote, to have campaigns? Well, there are many systems. You need an email system under your marketing. So that means you may need a certain software to use to send emails to people. You can polish it up. You can make sure that your emails are automated. You can have certain drip emails. They have so many different companies out there that provide you the capability of taking people's names and emails, dropping it in there, and start sending emails and creating campaigns and strategies around your emails. Another form of a marketing system is social. You know, social media. You have those, so your social media, all your social media pages can be a part of your marketing system. As a matter of fact, they all should be a part of your marketing system. So that means if you got a Facebook page, a YouTube page, a LinkedIn page, a TikTok page, Instagram page, a Facebook page, a Twitter page, a Snapchat page, all of those pages should be interconnected together as a system or as a part of your system, so you can start tracking the activity of what's going on, so that as you put posts out, as you put videos out, as you show up on these platforms, you're able to track to see what is the activity and what exactly am I getting in terms of attention, in terms of promotion, so that I can start, again, documenting and duplicating these processes all over again. Now, your marketing systems are connected to your processes because there's certain processes that you need. Let me give you an example for a marketing system and a marketing process. So if you are trying to market, and let's say you're marketing on social media, and every time you go on social media, all you're doing is just posting. You posting videos, and all of your videos are like this. Hi, my name is Ramon Preston. I'm the CEO of Ramon Preston Enterprises, and we specialize in starting and structuring and scaling businesses, ministries, income streams, and wealth building dreams. For more information, all you have to do is click the link or reach out to me at 678-922-1963. Well, that sounds good. Doesn't mean it's going to get me any results, because that's not necessarily what's going to be used to get me attention. So my marketing system just in social media has to be valuable. I've got to figure out, how can I post videos that are valuable? Now my systems need to connect to my processes. So I may have a video giving people information about who I am and what I do, and they could click the link. But what step in the process should that video be? That video may need to be step 5 right here. So step 1, I may need to have a marketing system complemented by a marketing process that starts out with how to start a holding company. Then I need 2 steps to filing your LLC. Then I need how to develop divisions. Then I need 5 keys to scaling. Now all of a sudden, I created a process that may lead to certain calls of action, but because I made sure that my marketing within the system of social media was complemented with processes that led people to not just getting their attention, not just heightening their awareness, not just promoting certain products and services, but providing value to them. And so that's why sales and marketing are 2 of the 4 main systems and processes that you have to integrate into your business. Are you learning anything? I want you to put in the comments what your biggest takeaway is so far. What exactly are you learning so far? Is there anything that I'm saying to you that you like, oh my God, this dude is dropping biggity bombs on this Thankful Thursday? I want to know. Please put in the comments, what exactly are you listening to so far? And you're like, Ramon, you giving me the game, dog. I hear you loud and clear. I want to know what it is that you're learning. I want to know what it is that you're getting out of this. And if you have any other questions, you could drop the questions in the comments, or you can even reach out to us today and we'll be more than happy to answer those questions. And so we have the first one is sales. That's what we talked about. The second one is marketing. All right, but then we also have financial systems and processes. All right, financial systems and processes. So when I say financial systems and processes, I'm gonna make it real easy for you. I'm talking about systems like QuickBooks. Like if you use a different financial management system other than QuickBooks, it's fine. But here's what I know. First of all, I'm a QuickBooks ambassador. So if you would like a link to our page that will give you a discount on starting your own QuickBooks account, feel free to reach out to us and we'll provide that link for you. But having a financial system and a financial process starts with you having some type of system for accounting your finances like QuickBooks so that you can track, that's what you're doing right here. You're tracking your income and expenses. Because if you're not able to track your income and expenses, then number one, you don't have the right financial system. And number two, you can't create financial processes, meaning that how can you quantify the things that you want to accomplish in your business? You're not going to know where you're making money at, where you're losing money at. And then if you want to implement creative tax strategies, you want to figure out how you can utilize your income and create deductions and tax write-offs. How can you stay on top of those things and track those things if you don't have a financial system? And so I have to say this, and this is respectful to anyone that's listening, but if you don't have your financial systems in place, most likely you ain't making enough money, because the companies that are making money are companies that are, number one, they're making sales. And hopefully there are companies that have marketed themselves, at least in the right markets, to make sales. But these companies that are making sales, that are marketing to the right customers because they've done their due diligence with their sales and marketing systems and processes, are companies that also have financial systems and processes in place. They know every dollar that's coming in. They know every dollar that's going out. They know every dollar that's left, and they know what the tax liabilities are because they are on top of it, but you can't stay on top of it if you're not tracking your income and expenses. And then number four, the fourth and final system that you have to integrate into your business is what I call business systems. Now, these business systems are a little more broader. So I'm going to kind of simplify what I mean by that. Most of the time, let me erase this. Most of the time, when you're implementing business systems, yes, you can be talking about sales. Yes, that's some form of a business system. Yes, you could be talking about marketing. Yeah, that's another form. Yes, you could be talking about the financial systems. But outside of these three, you're generally talking about the system of the CEO, because that's a business system. The system of the COO. These are business systems. Now, when I say CEO, I'm talking about the executive systems. The executive. Wow, I crushed that one. Executive. So that means I need to create a system around my role as the CEO. This system is going to have a lot to do with who I bring in to work with me in my executive suite. It could be administrators, it could be assistants, it could be a lot of different types of people. It could be coaches and consultants that I hire depending on what exactly am I anticipating to do. So these are systems and processes that you have to think about, because as an executive, I need to know that all these other systems are working right. I need to know that what I'm putting together in all of my other business systems are actually tracking me in the right direction so I can fulfill my goals. And so your COO, which is your Chief Operations Officer or your operations system, is going to deal with a lot of the administrative things, a lot of the legal things, a lot of the logistic things. In most cases, when you have a COO or a operational system, right? If you have like an operational system, you're able to cover the logistics of your business. We're talking about like the day-to-day management of your business. See, I'm not a good manager at all. I'll be the first one to admit. I might be a pretty decent leader, and that's iffy, depending on what day you catch me. You know, I could be iffy as a leader. You know, I could be nice today and click tomorrow. It's a give and take, all right? But a manager, I'm nowhere in the ballpark of being a manager. I hate micromanaging. I hate details. I hate a lot of the stuff. I just want to think big. I want to just grow and go, and I want to crush it. And so that means number one, I need a solid, strong COO. I need a strong, solid Chief Operation Officer, but I also need a strong and solid operational system. So I need to make sure that my logistics, my day-to-day management, my day-to-day activities are running well and that they're being tweaked. Under the logistics or the day-to-day, you're going to have some legal things that you're going to be working on. You may have some HR things, human resources. You know, this may deal with hiring and firing. It may deal with doing business with certain vendors and certain companies that you're working with for certain things. It may be contracts for leasing or for equipment or for transportation, whatever the things are that keep your day-to-day operations moving forward. There needs to be systems and processes for this. And when I say systems and processes, I'm talking about everything needs to be documentable, if that's a word. Everything needs to be documentable, meaning that everything that you got going on in your business needs to be documented in a way that you have a system and a process that anybody can learn if they're willing to learn in order to execute. All right. So if anything ever happens, good or bad, within your business, it doesn't always have to be bad. It doesn't mean somebody is not going to do their job. Sometimes it means someone grows. Sometimes it means that they exit that role because there's a more important role for them to deal with. But we want to have something that was documented and duplicated over here. This is going to have a lot to do with your operational systems. But then over here with your executive systems, you got to stay on top of it. Me as a CEO who has an executive role, but who also has to oversee all my systems and processes, but I got to make sure that my specific executive system and process is in place. So I need to know what type of people I need working directly with me. What type of coaches do I need? What type of consultants do I need? Who do I need to have on speed dial for me as an executive? There needs to be a system for that. What type of people do I need doing certain things to make sure that whatever my role is within this world? See, these are all different worlds. This is one big old world, but I got my world over here that I got to make sure is operating right. I got to make sure that it's functioning right so that I could do my job. Because guess what? If the CEO doesn't have an executive system, an executive process on what he does or she does, how he or she does it, when it is supposed to be done, and what the details of all that is, guess what's going to happen? It's going to start affecting these other systems and processes. So that's why I put so much emphasis on integration. Now, you may be watching me or listening to me, and you may be saying to yourself, I ain't even about started having the right systems and processes in place. Well, again, before you get started, you want to make sure you have the right structure. This is why we work so very diligently with our customers, our clients, our students to help you start your company the right way. And in most cases, I'm going to tell you to have a holding company. I'm always going back to the top of the mountain. I'm going to tell you to have a holding company. You may have certain divisions under your holding company that you have to build out. You may have certain subsidiaries that you have to build out. That means you may have LLC number 1. You may have operation number 1, operation number 2, operation number 3, operation number 4, and then you have LLC number 2. But that needs to be up under the umbrella of your main LLC. And then once we start it, we file and form the paperwork, we structure it this way, then you can start integrating the right systems. And then once you get the right systems, you can start working on the right processes. And once you start building your organizational infrastructure out this way, it makes it so much easier for you to take your marketing systems and go market your business, your sales systems, and sell your products, your financial systems, and track all of what you're marketing to create sales in your business for. And then your business systems, all of your other systems that will be complementary to what it is that you've put together. And the more you work on this every day, the more you build on this, the more you take the results of these systems and processes and you document. This is a big deal. That's why your processes are important, because you have to document. What do you mean document? Well, if I have a certain system and process for marketing, for sales, for finances, and for my business as a whole, if I have certain systems and processes, once I do one thing one time, guess what I need to do with that one thing I did one time? Do you know? I need to document it. I need to figure out what actually happened. So let's say if I made $100. That's all I got to do, make $100. Let's say I made $100. Okay? Now I need to document what steps did I take from the beginning all the way to making $100. What were those steps? If it was marketing, okay, how many emails did I send out? If it was calls, how many calls did I make? If it was presentations, how many presentations did I give? If it was appointments, how many appointments did I make? If it was staff, how many people did I hire to help me do certain things? If it was systems, how many systems did I use in order to make $100? And so once I'm able to quantify that, oh, I sent out 10 emails. I made 30 phone calls. I gave 5 presentations. I had 8 appointments. I hired 2 people, and I'm using 6 systems. Well, at least I know if I take what I just documented and I what? Duplicate it, I can almost predict my results. This is a whole nother show right here, by the way. I'm just giving this to you for free. But you see that? So now I can come back tomorrow and sit down with my 2 people and pull my 6 systems out and say, hey, guess what, y'all? If we can send out 10 emails today, if we can make 30 calls today, if we can give 5 presentations today and set 8 appointments today, just with us 2 and these 6 systems, what do you think we can create? A hot $100. And that 100, I could do it over and over again. I do it 10 times, I got 1,000. Maybe we get better at systems. Maybe the staff becomes better. Maybe our appointments get better. Maybe our presentations are better. Maybe our calls are a little more polished and short. Maybe we ain't got to do it for 10 minutes a call. Maybe we do it 2 minutes. Maybe our emails are getting a little clearer. And guess what happens? We may do the same thing, and that 100 turns into 1,000. That 1,000 turns into 10,000. That 10,000 turns into 100,000, and on and on and on. But none of this is going to work if all you're doing is watching me and listening to me, but you're never putting what I'm sharing with you to action, which is why I want you to make the decision, especially if you haven't already, to either join our Millionaire Blueprint. This is our online training program, or our Millionaire Mentorship program. Maybe you need more than just online training. Now, if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you are a real high-performing self-starter and you think you can get access to all of this information that I'm sharing with you and more that we have in our Millionaire Blueprint, and you can take online courses and receive mentoring from me from a virtual platform, and you can make these things happen, then our Millionaire Blueprint is going to be perfect for you. But if you know, in addition to virtual training, you also need an accelerated coaching and consulting platform for yourself, meaning that you need some times that you could sit down with me, you can have coaching sessions, we can consult you through each step of the process, then that means you need, in addition to the Millionaire Blueprint, our Millionaire Mentorship program. So I would love to share more information with you about both of our programs that we have available. Again, both provide mentoring. It's just a matter of if you want virtual mentoring, coaching and training, or do you want virtual and in-person or real-time coaching, consulting, and training. In any case, all you have to do is text, just text. That's all you got to do today. Just text the word millionaire, text the word millie. Come on, stop playing with me. Google millionaire, text millionaire to 404-478-7213. Text millionaire to 404-478-7213. I want to take a few minutes to share our programs with you. I want to give you an opportunity to ask whatever questions that you may have, and I also want you to consider using me and my team to coach you, to train you, to consult you. This is what we do every day. We specialize in helping people start, structure, and scale any business, any ministry, any income stream, any wealth building dreams. But guess what? You got to make the decision. You got to make the commitment. You've got to at least come to a place to where you're clear that you want to fulfill certain goals. You want to live a certain quality of life. You want to scale your business and increase your income, but you know that you need the right people in your corner, mentoring you, coaching you, consulting you, training you, and giving you all the pieces of the puzzle. This is what we do every day. So all you have to do is text millionaire to 404-478-7213, and my team and I will be more than happy to walk you through a brief assessment. We're gonna help you identify with where you want to go and what it will take for you to get there with regard to your business and finances. And we will introduce you to the programs that we have, the benefits that we offer. We can share with you what you can expect if you use us or when you connect with us to do business with us, and we'll get you signed up and get you going to your next level. So I love y'all. Tomorrow I'm gonna finish this week-long series, and I'll be talking to you about executing what you have assessed, executing what you've identified with, executing what you're developing, executing what you've integrated. How do you execute on all of these business and financial ideas that you have? How do you execute with the products and services that you have? How do you execute as a marketer for your business, as a salesperson for your business, as a CEO or COO or CFO, whatever the role is that you play? How do you and your team come together and execute on such a level that when you take these massive actions in your execution, you see positive results? That's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. So again, reach out to me, text millionaire to 404-478-7213 so we can get you onboarded to our virtual platform, and maybe you would need that accelerated coaching and consulting as well. If you have any questions, drop the questions in the comments. Let us know what your biggest takeaway was. Just from today's show, what was your biggest takeaway? What did you hear me talk about today that just like blew your brain out of the water? What one thing that you heard? What was the thing that you heard today that just made you feel like, oh my God, now he's spitting some jewels now. He dropping some gold. He getting it going. I want to know what it is that your biggest takeaway is today. And please, please, pretty please, with sugar on top, can you hit the subscribe button? If you're not on YouTube, go to YouTube, type in Ramon Preston, and when my big old head pop up, make sure you hit that subscribe bell. We are looking to get to 7,000 subscribers within the next few days. We're almost there. I think we're about at 68 or 6,900. I think so. And our goal is to at least get to 10,000. I really want to get to 10 million. Shoot, so 10,000 ain't nothing. But for starters, let's just get to 7,000. Let's get out of the 6,000 world. And then we're going to move to 10, and then we want to move to 100, to 1 million, to 10 million. Because there are so many people who need what we have. So many people need to know about business. So many people need to know about finances. So many people need to know that they can actually succeed as long as they have the right information and the right practice and execution. And that's where we come in at. So hit the subscribe button, like our page, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Share our information, our pages with everybody, and make sure that you and them all join us tomorrow. Same place, same time, right here on the Ramon Preston Show.